Hello everybody, it's me, Spongey Knight, and welcome back to the Spongey World. But yeah, on this episode I figured it's time for us to retour our house slash mansion. I can barely speak apparently, because we've done a lot to it over the 1.5 years since the last tour. But yeah, we've got some trees around the house, we've got the tree house, and a few things in the house are changed as well. So let's get started. I know for a fact that the smokestacks weren't here when I initially built the place. I added them in. Well, I didn't add them in, I put them down. I got them from Twilight Forest. I also got this from Twilight Forest, this like special opening door which leads into my garage. This makes like a perfect garage door. But yeah, I got my vehicles in there, like my Ferrari, my 313, and is there anything in the chest? Yeah, some spare wheels in case any of these like break down if I get a puncher. But yeah, you guys get to take in the house again. If you didn't see the first tour, or if you did and you just wanted to see what's changed, then here we are. But yeah, I remember how much fun it was to build the house. Like, you can see I did it in like different layers. I'm like getting ahead of myself, but yeah, here we have the, I guess, I don't know, this is like the stable. We have like pigs, horses, and a zombie horse. It's just one horse. And I think there's like a mouse behind them. I don't know where it went, but we have a mouse in here. If I can find it. Where are they? I saw them a minute ago. Oh well, just trust me, there's a mouse in there somewhere. It's actually a rat, but that's beside the point. But yeah, they have a nice little area to drink water, and they've got a nice little grass area. They don't have any windows, all they have is an opening over here, and some hay. Hey, it's homey. Let's head into the actual house now. Anyway, on to the, I still don't know what this is. This is like a crafting room slash like dining area. It's pretty expansive. There's not really a lot down there. I don't think I added too much. I think this armor set was already here. And this ender chest, which has like my stuff in it. Like the slender spawner and some of my maps. And all my original bats, which I never used to get. But yeah, I think the infinite cobblestone supply was over here, but I moved it to like underground. It's actually broken. Well, not completely broken, but you guys will see. But yeah, here's the garage, the actual door to the garage. We didn't go through there. And there's the main door, which we didn't go through either. But yeah, we can go over here, and we can go into this room, which is my, I guess, beach room, which is where the crab lives. But yeah, I remember building this for them, so they can have their own room. I still have yet to come up with a name for them. It's Mr. Krabs, I guess, I don't know. I like money. But yeah, they got a nice little facade area. There's like no windows, it's kind of weird. This used to be a part of the garage, by the way. But yeah, also, if you guys remember, this is actually a secret room here. You can go through the wall and to a special enchantment table. I love that I was able to add like secret rooms. That was my favourite part of the house. But yeah, you can walk through these blocks. It's pretty cool. I don't really use that room too much. Honestly, you don't really get to see much of the house, except for when I like go down the stairs. But yeah, here we have the first pet room where I have all my animals, which I don't even use anymore. I don't even need them. Like, I don't need the cows for their food because I have other ways of getting food. I don't need the eggs from the chicken or the wool from these sheep. The only thing that has use is the soul cows now because I can get blood from them, which sounds weird, but you can. I think I'll use that at some point, but yeah. They weren't originally here, but yeah, they at least got a nice area they can like look out at. Look out at like a hill. I mean, at least they got some views of the outdoors. You can see the space station I made over there. And some of the trees. But yeah, let's exit this room. Here we have our like fridge and oven over here. We also have a back door. There isn't really anything to note back here. Although I do have some porches where I like have plants outside the windows, but you'll probably see them as we go past the windows. But yeah, over here I got my food, and I got the extreme furnaces. I can't remember if I had all these when I initially made the house, but I have them all now. We have my fuel in here. We have the beacon, which gives us strength and regeneration. So we're just very powerful when around here. We got some food on the table. I don't think that any of this stuff was here. You can actually eat from these if you really want to. I just don't because I usually carry food around me. This is more for decoration. So you can see what kind of foods I have. Like you can see some maize wafers, some of that experiment stuff, the stick glass fruit from the creep dimension, and various other foods, and the mushroom from the Super Mario mod, and a cake. But yeah, I love the variety that I came up with. Some of it is also from like Twilight Forest. Okay, let's go over here. We have the Mr. Rainbow room. This used to be my pool, but I removed it because there were too many squid spawn in it. But yeah, this is where I get my wool now. I just get it from Mr. Rainbow because they come in every colour. If you guys remember, I got this from like Christmas last year. From one of the lucky blocks. It's actually coming up for Christmas again. We might get more lucky blocks to open. Yeah, we can see more of our trees, like the tree of time over there, and the tree that has like ore around it and stuff. I picked up an egg. Let's put that away. And yeah, they also have some water here. They got a nice wide open room. But yeah, let's carry on. We can go into the basement now. Go to open up this first. I put this up so because originally there wasn't too much in the basement, and skeletons would spawn down there and they would shoot up to me when I was like over here, so I added these so they would stop doing that. Technically I don't need them anymore, but it's fine. But yeah, we can go this way down to the mine. I think I'm going to go down there. I could see like a rare spider down there. We'll close this door. But yeah, here's my infinite cobblestone supply. But yeah, some of these don't work. Let's see what I can do. Like, break a few of these. And then hit the lever. Okay, it's broken now. I'm going to have to fix this, I guess. It's okay, I don't really need cobblestone that much. It's kind of everywhere anyway. This is just one of the only ways you can get regular cobblestone. Because it's actually hard to come by. And over here we've got more of the the basement, I guess. There's actually a dungeon like over here. I think this is where the squids might have been spawning. But yeah, there's like a spawner here where skeleton is, but yeah. But yeah, I think the squids that I saw on my minimap last time was like here in these waters. In theory. Because it is pretty dark down there, it's just very bright because I got night vision. Over here we have where I'm growing hope. In this wide open area. This is where I like mined out a bunch of stuff when I was building the house. Because I needed a lot of blocks. But yeah, I might use more like of the basement in the upcoming episodes. Because I have plans for the upcoming episodes already. And before we go back upstairs, I want to see if we can go in here. We got my mushroom growing room, which is very dark, so there are mobs down there, and there's loads of bats. Die! This guy has like 400 health. Yeah, yes, get him, guard. Show him who's boss. Look at him go. We'll give him some backup. Okie dokie. Yeah, we should probably get him out of here because mobs will just spawn down there. Let's head on upstairs. We've got a window here where we can look out at the ocean. There's a lot of views of the sea with this house. You can actually see a creeper over there dying. Oh, he has a lot of health. I think he's going to die very quickly then. But yeah, we can go over here into the like living room basically. We've got my stuff here which I set up during Christmas. Don't worry, I won't like set fire to the house because it's behind glass. You can sit here and like stay warm. And yeah, we still have my Christmas tree from last year here. We can decorate it all over again, guys. With the texture back and everything. I'll probably do that off camera this year. Since we have other things to worry about. But yeah. Honestly, that was kind of a toy in itself, but not really. Anyway, over here we got the library. I'm getting sidetracked. We got some books here, which look very sussy, but you know, that's just normal. They already look like that. But yeah, these are actual, by the way, like enchanting books here. Except these are like books and quills and stuff. Can you read these? Hang on. No, it's just an empty book and quill. I think this one you can read, the captain's logs. It's like a bunch of different books. It's cool. Over here is my mini maps. These I used during like one of the Twilight Forest dungeons. You'll see when it loads in. But yeah, I used this during one of the dungeons to try and help figure my way through. I got 4 of them because I made a bunch of them. Here we can actually sit down, by the way, and like study at this desk. Let's go over here. Over here is where I have stuff for like unenchanting. Apparently I looked at an enderman. We've got some anvils here. My coffee machine here. The enchantment table here, which you can by the way use normally. I just use it this way because then I can just like do anything I want. Or put my stuff back on. Anyway, over here we have like the shelves. I forgot to actually mention these shelves. I just put random things in them. Like this one is to do with like I didn't mean to do that. It has like fishing based stuff and some chainmail. Over here we have some fire. which I got by uncrafting some like chain leggings, ironically. If we go in here, we have the broom room, where I've got like the broom materials, the various potions, and even shelves. Potions displayed on them. They may look like they're not in the right order, but I did order them. It's just the numbers get flipped for some reason when you look at them from here. Yeah, I also have a sink here. Although these sinks do work, they have water underneath them, so they can work. Yeah, we also got some netherwort here growing. Loads of things to mention. Anyway, we'll go into the next room, which is my trophy room. This is probably the room that has the most change, because it has all this stuff in it now. This used to be empty, but now there's actually like stuff here. We've got all the different things from Twilight Forest. Some of the armor sets, which is very enchanted, by the way. Except this isn't enchanted whatsoever. All this. We've got some creeper statues here. We've got some mob heads. Some of the YouTuber blocks, which I've yet to complete. But yeah, we also got some blocks from the Dream and Nightmare. You can't actually mine these, funny enough, even if you have like diamond. Oh no, you can. I was lied to. I lied to myself. I thought you could only mine them with the other block. Maybe it's just this. Okay, yeah, you can only, this one you do need the Dream stuff, but this one you can apparently just mine. Anyway, we've got a creeper head over here as well, and we've got some like various artifacts here. And a Never Star, and also a lucky pickaxe here. Which I don't use because my pickaxe has fortune, and fortune's bad, and it having silk touch and fortune at the same time, which is weird. Also, I put one of the bone blocks with skulls that I got from the last dungeon we did in here. But yeah, we also got a window over here, I forgot to mention. You can see some flowers there. And the treehouse. And then moving on. Onwards, we're going to Bommy's room. And don't worry, he's a neutral creeper, he won't explode around me, unless you like attack him, but I'm not going to. But yeah, we have Bommy in the series, which is great. And yeah, here's some like creep dimension stuff, so you could feel a little bit at home. And yeah, he's got a little window here, a picture of his like brethren, and yeah, you can even sit down there. Hello. And yeah, I even replaced the lights with like this special like glowstone from the dimension. Otherwise there will be these. Also, I noticed that with this, if you want to turn them off, you had to turn each individual one off. And that one was off already, which is weird. Interesting. Anyway, over here we have my, like, vending area. We've got, like, the drink machine here and the vending machines, which I can't actually use. I think I used them, like, once to show off how I use them, but I never use them again because I don't really need anything from them. You can get food and drink in other ways. Anyway, if we go out here onto the balcony, we can have a nice look around the house. By the way, I actually slept, so it would be daytime. Otherwise, it would actually be nighttime. But apparently, there's a creeper out there. But yeah, you can sit here alone and enjoy, you know, have a look out at the area. There's not a lot to see. Anyway, let's go back in here. Onwards now to the office. Like getting stuck on the door. But yeah, I don't think I use this for much. You can like buy stuff from Mine Bay here, but I never really needed anything. I mean, you can buy a bunch of different things. You can buy a Nether Star if you have a lot of diamonds. I think you can even buy diamonds if you have a lot of iron. A lot of iron, I can't speak apparently. And you can even buy spawn eggs and such. You can even get your own villagers, which is very interesting. I don't actually have any of this stuff to buy, like, not on hand anyway. I do have diamonds, just not on me right now. Over here we got some armor. I think I used this when I was like building a house, and then I switched over to this armor because it's just better overall. Like, this makes me take no fall damage, just allows me to see in the dark, and these are just pretty durable. And yeah, we also got a window here. I like how I'm just pointing out every window. And there's also a secret in this room. You see these paintings? Well, they're completely normal. There's nothing behind them or anything like that. You also got this painting here, which is completely normal. And these paintings, well, they seem normal, but you can actually open them. You can't open these, by the way. These ones are real paintings. These are special paintings. And here we got like some custom NPCs. I just put them here just in case I needed them, so I didn't have to go to the village every single time I needed to use them for whatever reason. Any excuse to have a secret room though. Over here we have the snow golems room. I can't remember if I made the snow golem during Christmas or not, but either way they have this little dream room. It's actually pretty tight. It's kind of like a corridor. But yeah, they got some special flowers from the dream dimension, and you know, it's a nice little place for them. We'll move into the next area. We've got more of the hallway over here. We've got this chain armor over here, which is enchanted. And we can move into this room, which is the like Lucky Sheep and John's room apparently. Yeah, they have like share room, which is like half mycelium, half like grass. And I don't think it had this many flowers initially. I think it grew out. But yeah, over here there isn't really anything to note. I didn't want the mycelium to spread out. I just kind of left them in plant plots. Sorry, John. I like having pets like this. But yeah, I think I got them from a lucky box. Like I got a mushroom spawn egg, and the lucky sheep, they just spawned in when I opened one of them. And let's move on. We can go into the bathroom because, you know, I need to go apparently. In here we got some cabinets. This is where you can put potions in, but I never did. Let's see if I can put this in. No, I can't. That would be funny, kind of funny if I did. But yeah, you're meant to be able to put potions in these, but I don't use them for that. Over here we got a bathtub, so we can like take a bath, or we can try to. It's kind of hard. It's like fill out more. It's like show me the error message. But yeah, we can take a shower instead, I guess. Oops. Take a very quick shower. But yeah, got some very small windows here, so nobody can peep in on me while I'm taking a shower, while I'm going for a toilet. Oh man, I got some serious gas. But yeah, another little small window here. And last but not least, we have the like actual living area over here. Oh, and a window. You can see the sun going down, the tree of time, and the ore tree. You can actually see it all around it. I decided to just leave it around it. But yeah, we can sit down here, we can watch He-Man. Can look out this window, have some tea or coffee at the coffee table, and play some Donkey Kong apparently. Yeah, there's no shelf over here. I think there's even a shelf on a shelf. Self-deception. You can't have a shelf on a shelf on a shelf though, sadly. But yeah, I got some like random things here, like a special axe, a diamond block, and a zombie head. Yeah, over here we got a nice little inside area, which is like got like stairs above it, I believe. But it's another little area you can like sit down and you can eat some apples. Just, you know, enjoy the evening before we move on to the next floor. Here we have a picture of a picture before we go upstairs. We can see another window. We got jungle saplings here, I believe. You can actually see the first tree I planted from Twilight Forest, which is I think the mangrove tree, way over there by the ocean. As well as the ocean itself, I guess you can see. And yeah, here we have the unsorted chests, which have nothing in them apparently. Over here we actually have the storage room, which has the doors open for whatever reason. We have all my stuff in here. And yeah, it's got like different blocks and stuff. Some stuff from Twilight Forest, miscellaneous stuff. Some different materials. Look how many diamonds I have, by the way. Like, I've got so many diamonds and diamond block and iron. And yeah, we've got some stuff from the dream. We've got a lot of mob loot. Especially from like last episode. We've got some like staves, which are like lost their textures apparently. Some coloured blocks over here. Some tools and weapons, some armour. I'm like saying it as I go along. And yeah, I think over here we also have a few weapons that I might have used. Like, I think I used this. I think I used these. I think I did use this axe though. But yeah, these are just here for like display. To show it off. Oh, and there's stuff from the creep dimension. This is the stuff, by the way, I used from like making the armour that I have. And yeah, we also have a few empty chests here that just never got used apparently. Yeah, that's just how big this storage room is. It like goes around the corner. I think when I was building this was like T-shaped. It was pretty cool actually. And yeah, we also have a sword here in case someone attacks me in the corridor, I can fight them. Over here we have my like fossil collection of all the different fossils. I don't know if this is all of them, but it's most of them. It's pretty good. You can actually turn them into bone meal. I just left them as they are so I could have them on display. They have no purpose otherwise. Over here we have my portal guns, which I don't really use because I already have one. Over here we have the turtle shell, which you can wear as armor, but we don't really need it. I'll put it on just so you guys can see. It actually looks weird with my skin. I'm a Koopa. Let's put this back. I just have it here because it looks cool. Over here we have like a music disc here. Music disc 13. We've got all the different saplings that's available. We've got some vines growing here. This is where I actually grow vines and collect them. So this has a reason of being here. You can actually see I also have cocoa beans growing. Here we have Ace's and Molly's room, also known as the second pet room. We have Ace over here in the corner. We have Molly over here. I think I was going to split it between them, the room, but then I did it 3 ways so they could have a neutral area so I could save on some resources. Yeah, have some food here that they can eat. They also have a dog bowl in case they want to eat from there. And they have a window they can look out on the treehouse. And they can also see that weird space station I built. Yeah, these windows, by the way, are heart-shaped. At least they're meant to be heart-shaped. They're supposed to be heart-shaped anyway. Over here we have another secret room, but there's no way in. I like how I say it's a secret room, but yeah, I mean, it's not really a secret room because you can see it. But the question is, how do you open it? Well, you see this lever? It's fake. You can open it. You can interact with it even. And you can go into my music room, where you can listen to, like, songs and this stereo here. I keep calling it other things. Or you can just get out a record and, like, play it. Like I can play Strad. Yeah. Play some note block as well in there. We'll put this away for now. And yeah, well, just in case I do get stuck in here, there's a button there so I can get out. You know, if we go in here, we've got the garden room, which is huge. I don't know if the time tree affects in here because of its proximity, but it's pretty close. If we like go over here, I'm like climbing over the plants. You can see the time tree over there. It helps make things grow quicker. But yeah, also, I should note that underneath these sugarcanes, it used to all just be dirt, but it's become sand over time, which is weird. I'm guessing that's just the effect of one of the mods I have. But yeah, it's also good for you in there, because it's all just glass. Because I made it like a greenhouse, except the top. The top is just a roof. To the next room. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm cutting around, it's because every now and then I'm taking frequent breaks because I'm, for some reason, getting exhausted from talking. It's a weird thing. But anyway, we're in the portal room now. Completely gonna sidetrack you guys now. But yeah, we have all different portals to different places. We can go to some random place underground, to the nightmare dimension, to the nether. I think we can even go to the spaceship. We can have a nice quick look at it if the game doesn't crash.
Eventually.
Okay, we made it. Gonna get sick apparently, but yeah, we're on our spaceship. And wherever we move this, the portal will also move, so we can take this all throughout the solar system. Right now we're above a planet because I was like mining, I think. We can like go out here. It's pretty cool to be in space. I don't have to worry about oxygen or anything. There's no oxygen out here. Well, there is no oxygen anyway. We can also sit here, I guess. Anyway, back to our home. We also have a portal to our second home. This is the home we used to live in quite a while ago. We're not going to look through here too much. Maybe someday we will look through this again, look back on it, share all the memories. But yeah, I'll show you guys a quick peek outside, so you guys can remember the hills if you ever watched around the start of the series where we lived here. Anyway, back to the little mansion. And yeah, here we have a bed here. This takes you to, I think, the dream or the nightmare dimension. I do have portals that go there, but I also have this to go there. And yeah, we also have the portal to the creep dimension. I think if we go through here, I did build stuff in there. There just isn't a lot to see. It's also very laggy. But yeah, you can see all the creepers. See some creep cows there. And one more over here. But yeah. It looks very weird because I used the blocks in the dimension to build it. And then I said back. And we teleported downstairs. I think that was an issue actually. When we lost one there. Let's go back in here. One thing I do want to show as well is the other side of the nether portal does have something in there. There isn't a lot to see, and it might be very loud when we get in because there's like wither noises. That's not actually the wither. That's just like the Grim Reaper. Ooh, there's some experience here. Some very old experience, but yeah. I just made this little small area here. We're gonna go back before we get killed. Okay. There isn't anything of note in the Twilight Forest. That's just the Twilight Forest. Anyway, let's head on to the next floor. But first we can look out this window. I have some plots that I never put anything in. Did I put any up here in this window? Yeah, I did. I put a birch stuff in there. But yeah, you can also get another look at my tree over there. And you can even see the boat, which I had to get over here. And now we can go on to this floor. Okie dokie. First thing first, we have this armor set here, which actually has a special chest plate, which looks like a normal iron chest plate when you view it from here. Oh, it actually disappeared because I looked at it in a weird way. But it's actually a special chest plate. But yeah, otherwise it's just iron. And by the way, this just takes you back to the first floor of this pool. It's so I can get from the top of the house to the bottom very quickly because it takes a while to go through the stairs. And I don't have elevators. I wanted elevators, but they wouldn't work apparently. Over here we have the third and final pet room, unless you count out there. Wait, where's my dragons? Oh, whatever, we'll find them, I guess. But yeah, this is where Swift and Twilight are, and my cat, which I have yet to name. It's Garfield, I guess, because it looks like Garfield. But yeah, they also have some food on the floor, they have some cooked flesh, and some rotten flesh in here. But yeah, I made a nice little room here. They got an area they can look out at the rooftop garden I have going on. And let's go up here. We can go into my bedroom, which is where I saw all the videos, except this one apparently. Well, I saw most of them anyway. We've got the slenderman stuff here. His sword, if I can even open this. I want to see this. This does like 17 damage, it's pretty good. Yeah, is it better than this? Hang on. This does also 17, so they're actually equal. Interesting. Oh yeah, and here's my stuff. Weeks is in here waiting for me apparently. Put my stuff in here temporarily. Also got some important things which I never got to use. I tried using these anywhere doors, they don't really work. I just have spawners in here now. And unstable matter. And yeah, here's where my diving suit is. We don't use it anymore because we have better diving gear now, but this is what I used to use when I went underwater. I also have some armor I used to use here. Some weapons I used to use, like my spear, the lightsaber, a shield, my gun. Like the katana. I actually like the katana, this was pretty fun to use. And the knightly sword. And yeah. Okay, will this portal take me right now? Okay. I think this is just the one I used to get back from my house. If I need to. Let's quickly grab some sleep before we move along. Whew, I can go for a good sleep anyway. But yeah, I made a bed frame for it. I can't remember when I made this, it was quite a while ago, but yeah. Got a beacon here on the table just to like show off. Yeah. Oops, I accidentally grabbed it again. Oh no, I put it on top of the table. Give it back to me. It's mine. Yeah, let's put this back in there. But yeah, you can put it above the table, funny enough. I'll put my hammer back actually. Oh yeah, here we have a sword of tear. Or as I call it, the gas sword. If you use it, it makes it thunderstorm. Well, actually it makes it rain. I'll show you guys. Since we're going to go out there anyway. If we use it, it will strike lightning. And it'll start to rain. And yeah, if we use it again, it will stop the rain, so we'll stop it for now. The reason I have it is just so I can like, is so I can like fill these up, the water collectors, so I can always have water. Anyway, let's head on upstairs to the attic. And this is where my village is. This used to be completely empty, but then I got villagers and now they're everywhere. I made them like a little village in the attic. We also have a few pictures in there apparently. Yeah, we have Dr. Trers here apparently. Sometimes the zombies try to get up here and attack them because sometimes they spawn on my like garden thing. There's also a chest here, I don't know what this is for. They used to all be in here but I had to move them because they kept them reading. In fact, they're doing it right now. How you doing it? They're doing it through the wall. What are you doing? Stop being in love. Yeah, I got this weird frame press here. I just thought I'd put some special things in their room. They actually have a few things like that, like he has something in there. I can't remember if anyone else does. They just have a bunch of different things. They even got a few special chairs which I made for them. Anyway, let's head downstairs. It's time to head outside into my rooftop garden. But yeah, here is the rooftop garden. It's nice and green. We have these weird sandmen. During winter, these are like snowmen. We built snowmen. And yeah, you can get a nice view of the area. There's still some like dirt down there that's missing apparently. We have some trees here. I think these are like special trees from like the different dimensions. I can't remember what they all are exactly, but yeah. This is from like the Crete dimension this tree is specifically. But yeah, I don't know where my dragons are gone. They seem to have disappeared. Weird. It's okay. I don't know why they all gone. I thought I took good care of them. I guess they didn't like it. We've got another snowman here. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. And we got a trampoline. Maybe we can recall them with this. If we just jump up and down. Oh, there they are. Hello. We found Drake. I don't know where my other dragons are. Wait, what happened? It crashed! False alarm, everything's fine. Although I am controlling the dragon very badly. Let's go get him over here. I don't know why I'm controlling him so badly. I thought I was pretty good at this. Okay, you sit over there, Drake. I don't know where the other dragons are. I guess we can try and recall them later on with this. Yeah, I don't know where they got up to. Maybe they're down there. Oh no. You can see my little like track I made. And the treehouse again. We also have the balloon here, which we don't really need. My hot air balloon. I just use it to fly around whenever I want. I think we did use it when we were fighting the squids. I say fighting the squids very loosely. We were killing them. You can see Leroy Jenkins' grave stood way over there. Oh, this is where I grow cactuses. I thought I didn't grow them here. I thought they were just in my other house. Oh well. Whatever. We also got a paddling pool here, which is based off the paddling pool from season 1 of my modded series. Little fun fact there. We got the oil refinery here, which is completely done, more or less. And that's about it, really, that I can think of. So now we can go to the stuff around the house. Let's go over to the treehouse, I guess. Or just jump off the house. We don't take falling damage. We can climb up the ladder. We'll take a quick look through here, and I think that'll be it. I just built this for like the different creatures from Twilight Forest and the Question Ram. It takes a while to climb up here though. But yeah, this is where they all live. They even have like special Twilight Forest blocks so they would feel more at home. Not entirely, I mean the oak isn't from Twilight Forest, but whatever. But yeah, we got different sheep, we got deers, we got the Question Ram. Everyone's at home. There isn't really anything else to note. I don't think there's anything even on top of there. Like if we... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. If we teleport up here with the portal gun, there isn't anything up here. Oh, my dragon is here. Apparently you guys are just around. Okay, we'll leave them over here for now, I guess. We'll go take a quick visit to space and then we'll end off the episode over here on my planet. But yeah, I think I did add some like decorations here, like there's a computer here. And some gears, or some like weird things. It's really cool going through here. I don't have the gravity controller on me, so unfortunately I'm kind of stuck in one direction, but we can at least see if space is about... Oh! There's the garden I made. Where's Space? There he is. Doing well as always. Okay, let's go back outside. I just wanted to say hello to him quickly. I want to check one thing while I'm here. I can't remember if I did it or not. Oh, I remember I made this. This like gives you a special like companion cube. We can like throw it around with the gravity gun, which is kind of funny. And yeah, if we press this, we can recall it over here. I don't think you can use this like as an actual block. Oh no, you can't stand on it. That's weird. I didn't think you could. Because it's kind of an entity. It's kind of both. It's weird. You can't fight it like. Although you can interact with it. There doesn't seem to be anything special about this portal gun block entity cube. And yeah, we do have some windows here on the side of the space station. And if we go upside down, we can go, you can see the water upside down, which is freaky, but we can go in here. And yeah, we can go into the star from over here. I had to build this in mind with the whole turning thing. Now where do I want to go? I think I want to go this way. Yeah, we can go here. But yeah, that's it. That's a tour of all my stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. As always, I'm going to end off here. If I can figure out how to get back home anyway. I'll probably figure out a way anyway. Let's see what we can do. We go around the house this way. We prepare our portal gun. We can shoot here and then shoot over there to where our dragon is. And then we can shoot down there. Using the zoom feature, and then we can get back home. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. It's been fun showing you guys the house again, and yeah. Boop!